Welcome to the Castle Connection. I'm Jared Claiborne, your principal. It is May 18th, and I have a few updates for you this week. First off, I want to start with some shout-outs to the Jazz Band. If you haven't heard, they finished second in the state of New Jersey in their Cavalcade of Bands competition. Moves on to a state level, and they did a fantastic job raising the bar from last year to this year. Shout out to the Jazz Band. If you missed the Spring Performing Arts ceremony, they did a fantastic job as well. Shout out to TV19, this crew right here that's helping me with this video. They won 3 Emmy Awards. Make sure you check that out on Twitter and social media, Instagram. Mr. K's put out the information on that. But great job. 3 awards is the most of any high school. And so great job to them for their achievement on winning another Emmy Award-winning year. The boys volleyball team is conference champs again. Congratulations to Mr. Tom McLaughlin, coach, and those seniors. Tom's first year as head coach in spring boys volleyball. Boys track team won the Camden County Championships, the first time in 10 years. We'll be watching for the boys and girls as they finish up through Haddonfield Invitational, going into sectionals, and good luck to them. All the spring sports playoff updates are going to be coming out. Mr. Manlove will give you an update on that. They will begin next week, the week of starting on Monday. Okay, a couple other announcements. Dress code as the warm weather comes. Please make sure that we're following all dress code procedures, particularly the young ladies, making sure that they're covered. The midriff thing seems to be an issue. Again, parents, we need your partnership, making sure students are leaving the house properly attired for the school. Working papers, new this year. Working papers starting on June 1 are digital. So if working papers go digital, you can apply for working papers online. I'll send that information link home to you. But essentially what it does is cuts out the school. You no longer have to bring that information to the school to get checked out. So you can do that fully on your own. At some point before the end of this school year, we're looking at early June, we will be completing another emergency drill. We are due to complete our evacuation from campus drill. So what that means is we'll add another phase to our practice. This is the phase where we actually walk down to Yellen and JP2 schools so that we have to, in case we have to leave this facility and move to another facility, that is our off-campus location. So I'm not giving you the date of that, but you'll know that that is coming up. And then we will give you information about it afterwards. But we do leave this campus, we evacuate to the outside of our school, and then we make our way down the street to those schools. We work in coordination with the Somerdale Police Department, Stratford Police Department, and those schools. All right, just a bathroom pass update. Minga is the word of the name of the program that does that. It really is functioning well. It's designed not to be a burden for neither students or staff members. Some students are beginning to get frustrated by it because there are some limitations to it. So in case you did not hear, they only get a permission to do a bathroom pass every 60 minutes. If you, for some reason, are in a no-party group, so like me and Mr. Dorico, we've been known to maybe catch up in the bathroom and we do our vaping in the bathroom, then what we'll do is set a parameter in there so that I can't create a pass while Mr. Dorico's in the bathroom so that him and I don't have access to each other. So that's just an example of some of the things that prevents what's going on. Just a reminder, our main goal is to keep students in class. We had too many students out of class waiting in line. We want to increase instructional time, students staying in class. That's number one. No students is being told no flat out that they can't go to the bathroom. If you ever have an issue, a student has an issue, needs to go, they can always say they have an emergency because emergencies do come up, and then they just create a pass to the vice principal's office so we are aware. Obviously, there are students that abuse that as well, but for those students that are doing the right thing, we want to make sure you have access to the bathroom. And speaking of which, we want you to have access to a bathroom that's free of any type of toxic anything. And what I'm specifically speaking to are smoking situation and vaping. So we do have students that are choosing to vape in the bathrooms. We are working very hard to track that information, and we are addressing it. So essentially, this is the warning to all students. Guys, make sure that if there's something going on, you need to go to the bathroom, get out of there as soon as possible. Obviously, there's a little peer pressure on reporting people. I mean, we want you to take control of your bathrooms. but understand that that's not easy for everybody. But we are working actively and very hard to make sure that these things are not happening in the bathroom. Every student deserves the right to go to the bathroom without having to be exposed to some of those things. So yeah, we are questioning students. Students would get a safety search if something happens in the bathroom, and hopefully what we're finding is that your student is safe and they weren't involved in whatever it is. But for those that are, then we are going to take immediate action to make sure that, number one, that student is safe and not making poor decisions, but also two, that they cannot be taking part in that activity within our bathrooms. If you have any questions about that, please anytime give us a call. But again, it's our active pursuit to make sure we have healthy and safe bathrooms, and number one, to keep students in class. So again, any questions on that, let us know. Might not see you before the Memorial Day weekend, so I want to make sure that we wish you a happy Memorial Day weekend, and make sure that you're following up with your students, checking on their grades within on-course to make sure they're ready and set to finish out the year strong. Have a great day, and as always, go Knights.